What is up, guys? My name is JP and welcome back to my channel. Now, as some of you might know, I haven't been always like this outgoing in person. Like, I'm really introverted. Also, on top of that, I haven't always dreamt of like being on YouTube and being watched by people. So I was at one point a customer service representative, like on the phone. You know when you get to call like your broadband or your phone services, and we're the people who pick up. Like, you don't even imagine how hard that job is. And of course, here in the Philippines, it's one of the most rewarding jobs ever. But that's why I chose that path. But that's not what I'm going to talk about today. I have had my fair share of mishaps and extremely annoying customers working in that industry. So that's what I'm going to share with you today. Side note, I would like to apologize in advance because it's really hot in my room, even though it's like evening. I'm shooting this in the evening. So I have the fan on and might hear like background noise. I just can't take the heat. Like, I'll get all sweaty and stuff. But anyways, first thing that I want to talk about, I was working in a call center here in the Philippines because I did not have anywhere else to go. And at the time I thought it was like, you know, some low class job that non-professionals go to, but I've learned that I was wrong. That was one of the most rewarding and like memorable parts of my life, but there were some times that was one of the worst experiences that I've ever had in my life. This one, for example, let me paint a picture for you. I was working as a reservations agent at the time, so I pick up the phone, right? So I was like, "Hi, my name is Sean. Thank you for calling. How can I help you today?" And they're like, "What have you done with my flight? I have been waiting here." And I was like, "Oh, sir, I'm really sorry for the inconvenience." And you know what he called me? He said, "Why are you taking over this country? You stupid American, you stupid American." And I was like, "Oh." Because the country that they're calling from obviously isn't America. But they thought that I was an American. So I was like, "Thank you?" I didn't really know how to respond to this person. I just wanted to say like, should I be offended that you called me stupid? Or should I be thankful that you called me an American? Because that's what I was going for, right? And I don't actually remember what I replied to this person, but I think it went along the lines of, "I'm really sorry, sir, for the inconvenience, but I am not from America. I'm from the Philippines." And they were like, "Oh, but you have the American accent." And I'm like, "Oh, thank you." And our conversation just tangented to another like conversation. I don't know if that's a good thing or not, but if some random coincidence that person who called me a stupid American would be watching this video, hit me up on Twitter. Okay, so another story that I want to share is like, I was at the night shift, and I was like, there's a freaking bird. Ari, is that you? I don't know if the call center peeps that are watching this right now can relate, but the third thing that I hate is like when people call up, "Hey, your prices are too high. I don't really want to buy your tickets, but there was an advertisement on the website that says it's gonna be like this and like that, but it's too high on the website." And I'll be like, "Dude, I don't freaking own the company. If I had control over the pricing, I'd be flying all around the world in 80 days. Why is that? Like, people automatically think that just because we're the people answering the phone, they can blame us for everything, including the price of the tickets and the plans and all that jazz. But we're just tier 1 employees who don't. So don't be that person, please. If you're gonna call and complain about the price, unless there's a specific error that you're calling about, just don't. Just don't. Okay? We're good? Okay, we're good. Now here's the best thing about working in a call center company. The best thing that I wanted about working in a call center company is just, you're on the phone. Am I right? It's like you don't have like a face-to-face interaction with these people, and one of the things that I like about that is like I could always tell the people, I know everyone does this. Okay, so don't hate on me. But whenever they're like, placed on hold. I know customers automatically assume that we're doing something or they don't really have a choice. But most of the time when I place customers on hold, it's like I needed to go into the bathroom or I like, just sleep basically. I'd be all like, oh, hi sir, I'm just gonna be looking at your account right now and I'd appreciate if you could give me like 2 minutes, if you could stay on the line and I'll just be with you in just a moment, okay? Is that okay? And they'd be like, oh, that's fine honey, you can go and do whatever you want, I just want this issue resolved. And I'll be like, oh, you're amazing. Alright, so please stay on the line now. Okay, alright, okay, stay on the line now. And I'll just fall asleep. Or I just like book it to the bathroom. The last thing that I hated about working in a call center company is like there are customers out there who automatically assume that whenever they look for a supervisor, the supervisor will decide for them. Like we'll do whatever they want. And that's just not the case, okay? I have had amazing supervisors before that would like defend me. There'd be like people telling me, I want to speak to your supervisor, you can't do anything about this issue, blah, blah, blah. Now here's the thing, folks. We really can do everything if you just ask nicely. And if we tell you that we can't do it, we really can't do it. No one can do anything about that. Because they were like, we don't want to escalate the call. If it's something that a supervisor can do, then they would authorize us to do it. So we can do it for you. If we say that we can't, we really can. Okay? That's the truth. Normally, supervisors hate supervisor calls or manager calls because they just like hate talking to you guys. No, I'm just kidding. They just don't like it because, they had a lot of stuff to do. And talking to you ain't, it's nowhere in that priority table. Whatever the supervisor can do, we can be authorized to do it. Just ask nicely. Okay, and if we tell you no, it really most of the time, like 99.9999999% of the time means that we cannot do it. And nobody in the company can do it. So that was it. Working in a call center isn't all fancy, isn't just all Starbucks, isn't just cars and fancy iPhones and all that jazz. It's a really difficult industry to work at and you never know which type of person you're gonna get on the phone next and what their problem is. Selling to retention to all those types of calls. So just, give call center agents a break. They're not all uneducated people who doesn't give a crap about the customers. Most of the time they just want to make you happy. Just don't push it that much, okay? We're all good people and yeah, our main goal is to just make you happy because if we don't, it's gonna be our scorecard. So please be nice to call center agents out there, and to all the call center agents out there, again I salute you guys because you are amazing. You just put yourselves out there in the first, in the front lines, talking to people you don't know for your family and whatever reason you're working for. So I salute you guys sa lahat ng mga bayaning puyat. Thank you so much for your service to the country. I know this industry is one of the top industries that provide revenue to the Philippines. So again, kudos to you guys and thank you so much for all your service and hard work for the country and the economy. And to all the people out there that's going to be watching this video that I used to work for. Okay, now that I think of it, I have incriminated myself a lot in this video. If you're one of my former bosses, I'm sorry. I just am. I mean, I try to be a good person, but there are just some people out there that just want to make you. So that's it, you guys. Thank you so much for watching this video. I'll put out another video tomorrow. It's gonna be a reaction video. Like this video if you like it, and dislike this video if you dislike it. Leave a comment down below what your best or worst customer service experience is, and any content ideas that you might want me to try. And subscribe to my channel, turn on the notifications, turn on the bell icon so that you get notifications from me whenever I post a video. I'll be posting all relevant stuff, I guess, unless I run out of ideas. So that's it. Thank you so much for watching. I love you guys so much, and as always, let love win. Bye now. Hi guys, I'm back. I just want to take a serious tone now, because past few days, if you are on Facebook or Twitter, for the past few days there has been a typhoon that ravaged the Philippines, locally named Typhoon Ompong, or international name Typhoon Mangkut. And last time that I read on Twitter, 25 people were dead and over 30,000 people have been displaced by the typhoon here in the Philippines. It also affected China and Hong Kong, but since I'm putting out videos almost every day, I just want to raise awareness to certain things, especially this type of calamity that affected the Philippines, my home country. And one of my friends actually works, or one of my friends actually live in one of the places that were in the direct line of the typhoon, and they live in Baguio City. So their house got flooded, and they're okay, thank God. But I just felt so bad for all the people that were affected. There are farmers and crops. Last time that I heard, it was over 20 billion pesos worth of agricultural damage that was done. So in light of that, I just want to raise awareness to you guys. Thank all the people that have already helped. But I'll be putting links in the description down below of the foundations that are helping typhoon victims here in the Philippines. I'll be putting their bank accounts and details. If you want to send relief goods or any type of assistance, that's really appreciated. The appreciation will be from me and all the other fellow Filipinos out there. So the amount would not matter. What's important is that you are willing to help, and we will be forever thankful for that. I'll put links in the description down below. We have Lingkod Ka Pamilya, and we have other charities that are helping. And this is not a sponsored video. I just want to raise awareness, because I know what it's like to be in the path of a typhoon. I know what it's like to lose everything that you have due to a natural disaster. And my thoughts are with the victims right now of the typhoon, and I know things will get better, and anyone who wants to help, please do so. If you do not, you can send in-kind items to these charities that I'll be linking down below. So again, thank you so much for watching, and always remember, be kind to one another. Bye again.